My name is Michelle Newberry, and I teach for the Burlington Community School District. I'm in a level 3 classroom with behavior students. I serve 6th through 9th grade this year. I have 3 6th graders, and one of mine has a hard time getting my attention appropriately. So even though he's not on the spectrum, I think that this type of teaching him one step at a time and reinforcing positively when he's doing it the right way will help him with getting my attention. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the student and let them know that when he taps me on my shoulder, then I can talk to him. I chose this because if I'm talking with another student or just doing my instruction, doing that, then he won't interrupt another student. So I'm going to talk to him and tell him that to talk to me, he has to tap me on the shoulder. Again, this is a student that is attention seeking as a function of his behavior, and I want to try to get him to do it appropriately so that he can get the attention he needs, but not by doing disruptive behaviors. When we practice this skill or when I work with him, it'll be one-on-one at a table where I have some work that I'm doing, but I'm not really doing, so that way I can keep going back and forth with the student when he's asking for my attention appropriately. So we're trying to predict when, before the problems begin, to give him the attention that he's seeking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to go to get busy on his work, and then I'm going to give him attention immediately after that. If he can do a small amount of independent work, I'm going to watch for signs of him becoming agitated or looking to me to see what my response will be. And I'm going to prompt him at this time to communicate and then give him lots of attention. Like I said, the key is to catch the individual before the behavior problems begin and prompt him to use the sign that he's going to tap me on the shoulder. So if a problem behavior occurs, like if he's doing other things, not gaining my attention the right way, then I'm going to ignore him and not give him any attention. Like I said, ignoring the behavior can be done quietly, redirecting the child if they're in danger of hurting themselves or others, without mentioning the behavior or talking to them about it. So I'm going to tell him, tap me on the shoulder when you want to talk to me, and then go back to doing my work. Now I'm going to respond to his request for attention by giving him high effective attention. So I'm going to give him high effective praise with lots of talk about what he did well. And I'm going to take an interest in what he's doing when he asks and talk about it for a few seconds. Attention doesn't necessarily need to be drawn out or long, but it needs to be sufficient to meet the individual preferences of the student. And then I'm going to turn back to my work, and I'm just going to give him a simple reminder. Remember to tap my shoulder if you want to talk to me. And I'm going to repeat this multiple times for several sessions, fading my prompting out so that the student becomes more independent in making the request. So the more opportunities to practice this, the faster the skill will be acquired. When he begins to use the attention request consistently and independently, I can begin to teach a wait a short time before attending to him. I also thought about getting him a little card that says wait on it, so that way if there's something that I'm doing and he has to wait, he can practice also waiting. And then when I get done with what I'm doing and I go to him and give him the attention or the help that he's seeking, I'm going to praise him for doing that wait time. Again, like I said, this is something that I know he needs to work on, and I'm hoping that reinforcing him when he's doing it the right way that he'll catch on and realize that I can get attention the right way. I have these little blue tickets, kind of similar to the ones that you do for raffles. I have those for my students that I give them as a reward for different things, and they have little boxes that they keep them in. So every time while we're doing this, when he does it the right way, I'll give him a ticket. So then that's his reward right away. And then at the end of the day, if he has enough tickets, he can buy from the store. We have the store twice for behavior tickets. I think that's it. Thanks.